Well guys, the day has come to pick up the Triumph Scrambler 400X, and I suppose the next best thing is to take it for a ride and let's see what it's like. Let's go for a ride. Okie dokie. Gloves on. Ooh. Now, I've never ridden one of these and I've bought it on spec. It is second hand and I paid 4,700. So let's go for a little ride. I've been looking at one of these for quite a while. Let's just get this camera right. Okay, let's see what we can do. Everything's right, side stand up. Let's turn the indicators off. Let's fire her up. No clutch required to fire her up. That's good. That's good. Let's make sure these mirrors are okay. Yeah, I suppose they're okay. Scrambler 400X. Went into first beautifully. Okay, so we're currently at Triumph Staffordshire, or Staffordshire Triumph. This is where I bought the Triumph T120 some 12 weeks ago. But I've always fancied one of the 400s. Let's just pull up. That's alright, front brake's okay. Gearbox feels nice and slick. Front brake seems to be good. Let's just wait for this. Here we go, and we're off. And we are off. So we're in 30 miles per hour and in 5th gear already. Let's get that visor down so we can hear everything. Well, first impressions, it's quite a tall bike. I'm a 30-inch leg and I'm sort of a bit tippy-toey on both feet. A little tippy-toey on both feet. I'm 5'10" in height, with a 30-inch leg and a bit tippy-toey, but that's okay. Just making sure everything's right and the mirrors are okay. The front brake reminds me of the Triumph T120 that I've got. So for those that don't know, I've also 13 weeks ago, I bought a Triumph T120. The front brake on this is not too dissimilar to the Triumph T120, where you have to work it. And that's okay, because then you can feel it. That is okay. I haven't tried the rear brake yet. We'll try it at the next roundabout, which is not too far. The bike feels comfortable. I feel quite high up. I do feel quite high up. It's like the Triumph Tiger I used to have, the 900 Tiger, without the front screen. So I do feel quite high up. The angle of the leg on the foot pegs feels very good. it feels very comfortable. This saddle feels okay. It feels very good. Oh, the bike brake is quite good. It is good. I suppose that sort of steps back to the Indian market. The Indian market tend to use their rear brake. Let's overtake this truck. Oh yeah, it's very nippy. So I'm at 50, just over 50 mile an hour, and we're looking at just, is it 4,000 or 5,000 RPM? Just under 5,000 RPM, and it feels really good. It's obviously a Revy engine, but that's what you'd expect. So as I understand it, when it comes to the Indian market, which this is available over in India, the Indians like to use their back brake rather than their front brake. So the back brake on this is very good. So it's obviously there to satisfy the Indian market and how they ride. With the front brake being something that you have to work to make it react. Yeah, it feels great. So I'm in 6th gear. Let's get up to 50. Oh yeah, oh, I don't need to. Yeah, no, this pulls like a train. It's a lovely little engine. So at 50 mile an hour, very, very little vibration through the handlebars or the foot pegs. Very little vibration. So I'm stuck on here for 50 mile an hour. So I might cut this bit out until we get onto the country roads. Yeah, it's a great bike. Yeah, it feels great. So as you can see, this bike has just over 2,000 miles on it. It's had its first service. It requires a service at a 10,000 mile interval, so I understand. However, we'll not be doing 10,000 miles and giving it a service. I'll be doing something like 4,000 miles and then swapping the oil and filter out, because it's such a cheap way of maintaining the engine. And I'll be doing the same on the Triumph T120. So yeah. The guys at Staffordshire Triumph, as normal, absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Great thanks to Simon on the sales team and everyone. Yeah, it feels a great little bike. Let's cut until we get off this dual carriageway. Let's cut. Oh yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the beauty about motorcycling, where you can filter down. It's a beautiful summer's day. It's the beginning of August. And, you know, I can filter. Let's make sure she's okay, which she is. So currently in 5th gear, 25 mile an hour. Oh yeah, yeah, she pulls. There's a 400 wood. So it's got about 40 horsepower. I forgot how many newton meters of torque it is. Is it 30? I don't know. 35? I don't know. I can't remember. Comment below. Comment below. I feel very high up. Maybe that's because it's got no screen or anything. And I feel right on top of the petrol tank, which feels great. My field of vision is absolutely superb. So let's get up to 50. There we are. Make sure no one's coming, and let's continue down this dual carriageway. Beautiful day, August 2024. It's a beautiful day with a very strange previous week in the UK. It's been a crazy week. However, we'll not go there, because I know a lot of you don't like to hear things like that. That's it. Yeah, the rubbers on the foot pegs are good. Yeah. I can lift myself up. I can't wait to take this on a green lane and see what she's like. I hope you're enjoying this little ride. I know it's boring dual carriageway at the moment, but we will get to some UK A roads, as they are called, and B roads, and we can take this into the bends and open her up a bit. Wonderful. She rides lovely. Handlebars are just the right width for this kind of bike. It reminds, like I say, it reminds me of the Tiger 900, but without a screen and fairing. Yep. Yeah, there's plenty of power here. So on the right, you've got the usual buttons, including the hazard. And on the left, you've got everything for your indicators, horn, lights, and let's go. Lights and information for the screen. Let's filter down. Here we go. That's it, someone's decided to change their mind. That's okay, and there's another car decided to change their mind. Let's go. Give them a wave, thank you. We're going to be turning left at this roundabout, so I'm sneaking down. Which is great, I'll just stop here. And let's indicate right, left. Let's head out towards Market Drayton. Oops, be alright if I selected the right gear. It's a Revy engine, a lovely little Revy engine. Oh yeah, it's got plenty of power. Yeah, so as I'm sat on it now, you know, I'm on my, I suppose, tiptoes in a bit. That's what I am. I'm certainly not flat-footed. Oh, I can't really get my feet flat. Wow. Here we go. Mind that. Wow, it's certainly warm. It's about time it was warm. The weather in the UK has been atrocious for motorcycling, generally speaking. Here we go. So, what time is it? Is it around 4 o'clock or 3:30? Don't know. Let me just scratch my nose. 30 mile an hour on a 50 mile an hour road. And they just look at, they're messing around with the phone or technology in the car. I'm going to overtake. Here we go, let's try it. Here we go. Not a problem. There's up to 60 in 5th. Not a problem. Down into 5th. Let's take her up. Let's come down to the speed limit. Yeah, this is great. A few people are a bit cautious about taking it round the sharp corners on these tyres, but there should be no reason why not. As long as they're warm, they'll be fine. They should be fine anyway. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Yeah. This is great. So this should do about 80 miles per gallon if that's important to you, which makes it reasonably economical. Reasonably economical. Let's take a left here. Using the front brake. Yeah, the front brake is good. The balance on it is great, so you don't get to that point where you're at 2 mile an hour and it's wobbling all over the place. You don't get that with this bike. It feels very, very stable at very low speeds. So brand new, you can pick one of these up for about £5,700, I think. I have seen them advertised brand new for about 5,200.
on eBay. But yeah, so the reason why I got the Scrambler rather than the Speed is because A, I wanted to possibly do a little off-road and not too severe, because I'm not brilliant at off-road. Yeah, and B, when I look at the Speed 400, it reminds me of a 125. So it's just that little bit short and a little bit stubby. Yeah? So I didn't want something that didn't have some sort of size presence on the road. I thought it was a bit small. It looks small. It's the same sort of dimensions as this one, but it does look small. That's why I got the Scrambler. Apparently, and I don't know how true this is, apparently the people down south of the UK appear to have a liking towards the Speed 400, whereas in the north of the UK, of where I am, there are more purchasers of the Scrambler 400. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Comment below. Is that your experience? Don't know. This gearbox is super slick. Clutchless changes are absolutely super slick. Super slick. They are buttery smooth. Absolute buttery smooth. Oh yeah, yeah. Clutchless. And down the box as well. Yeah, down the box, up the box, buttery smooth. Not that you shouldn't use your clutch. I'm not saying you shouldn't use your clutch. I normally do. I usually just give it a little tickle when I'm changing the gear. Yeah, but it's nice to know that the clutchless changes are buttery smooth. Here we go. Second gear. Third gear. Fourth. We're doing 30 miles an hour in fourth gear. It feels great. It feels absolutely great. Yeah, the guys at Staffordshire Triumph have done a great deal for me on this one. I think it's fine. So I'll be using this bike and preparing it for winter. So it needs some ACF 50 on it, or is it AFC 50? I think it's ACF 50. So I'll get it ready for winter. And the T120, because it's such a beautiful bike, I will be riding the T120 on a very irregular basis through winter. I can't believe that it's one more month and it's September, and then we're into October. My goodness. Let's have a look. Clutchless change, buttery smooth. It's nice to know that. It is nice to know. I think I'll be taking this up to Scotland with the tent. There's a couple of things that we need to do. I need to put the Carpuride wiring system onto this bike, because the Carpuride comes with two wiring options. So the second one I'm going to wire up onto this bike and then attach it somewhere here. Hang on. Hang on. Oh dear. Itchy nose. And put the Carpuride on here, so when I go up to Scotland I can navigate properly without struggling with the small screen on a phone. And I need to get a rack for the bike. Now, apparently the racks for this bike are for, when it comes to jivvies, for more the monolock. So I am going to have to come up with a way of putting a mono key universal plate onto the back of the bike, so I can use my already in use top box that's currently sat on the T100. I don't really want to buy another top box. I don't see the reason. I can only ride one bike at a time, and I can shift the top. I need to be able to shift the top box from one bike to another. So I shall get a rack on the back and then get a universal mono key plate, attach that to the rack, and then I'll be able to use my Jivvy top box. Let's stand up on it. I've got a bit of cramp in my hip. I'm getting old. Yeah. Yeah, this bike is not wobbling around. It's not launching itself to the left and right. I can hear the radiator fan just kicking in. It is a hot day in the UK, and this is not an Indian summer, or it's not a heat wave. This is just summer. Yeah. Oh, went straight into neutral, not a problem. Straight into first, no major clunks or anything like that. Yeah, no major clunks on that gearbox. It is quite buttery smooth. Radiator fan has just gone off. It's a great bike. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm getting used to this bike. I'm wondering what to do next. I'm wondering if my screen off the T120 that I use for Austria will fit on these bars. I'm wondering if it will, because that would be great for going up the motorway to Scotland. Yeah, assuming I go to Scotland. Yeah. So the Triumph bike comes naturally with a 2-year warranty, of which I have the remaining warranty period. Let's open her up. Oh yeah. Yeah, the limiter comes in at about, I don't know, maybe 9.5. The warranty is 2 years long, which has been transferred over to me. The bike is about 6 months old, or no, it's 7 months old, I think. So the remainder of the 2-year warranty comes with me. When you buy a new Triumph, you also get recovery, which is not transferable. However, Simon at Staffordshire Triumph is trying to get in touch with the guys at Triumph and see if we can transfer it over, because I would like to take this over into France before the end of the UK summer. And obviously Simon knows I've got a channel, and it's in Triumph's best interest to support me while I go over. So that would be really cool. I mean, that's 60. I mean, this is a steep hill and it's climbing, not a problem. So this is the very first ride. I know it's a bit strange because I'm getting used to it, and I'm not sure it's so informative. Yes, it's just a come ride with me. But first impressions are, this is great. It's as light as a feather. It really is as light as a feather. It's got a lovely little 400cc engine. Road tax for the year is £55. and my insurance for this was £114 fully comprehensive, with an excess of £150 total. If it gives you a flavour, yeah, if it just gives you a flavour. I'm going to leave you here, and I'll speak to you very soon. Do comment, give it a like, don't forget to subscribe for future content. Yep, there's going to be lots on this bike, as there will be for the T120 as well. So do subscribe and turn notifications on so you can be informed when I've uploaded some stuff. Yeah, I shall see you soon. Ride safely, be kind to everyone. Thanks ever so much. See you soon. Bye bye.